Greetings everyone, my name is Uttervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In today's morning live stream, I'll be covering a combination of both Veersmith levels and levels I find online, primarily the former. As always, here's a quick rundown of the rules. I'll be covering levels for about 90 minutes to 2 hours, then move on to the art showcase, and on a separate stream, memes plus short reacts. Welcome to the stream Oscar, Jaden, Vacuum, Jedok, Pixel Boy, Lepadio, and anyone else who I missed. I see. I hope you enjoy your vacation. I decided to really change up the music pack today. Don't worry, I included your NSF Vacuum, but a lot of the other stage tracks will be different. Like, I'm reusing one of the music packs from one of the earlier streams, I think. Sure thing, I'll cover at the end. Thank you, Oscar. Alright, that's settled. Alrighty then, let's begin with this stage. Mega Man, Wily's Legacy, Stone Man, Mountain Construction, by Nitro Maker, 25 plays and a score of 3. As you may have noticed, and I'll eventually get to it for some of them, for the timestamps I've done a switch ever since the break-in videos where I did pre-recorded earlier this year. Instead of putting the main timestamp at the start where I read out the level statistics, I now put the timestamp to here where the stage actually begins. That way, the YouTube chaptering actually works better. Tonight, I'll be covering the demos of Meg's Monster and perhaps another JRPG, because they didn't take down their Steam Next Fest demos. Oh yeah, I'm currently using version 0.7.8 of DXMod by Red. And yes, this means it's not True X. Hey Sylveon, are you okay? Glad to hear that, Jaden. There's actually going to be 3 or 4 more demos which are recorded off stream too. So you'll be able to list your comments for those eventually as well. Oh, FYI, tomorrow morning I'm going to be doing TF2 multiplayer. Team Fortress 2 multiplayer. So if you want to join in, make sure to download the game. I mean, the Chicken Journey is basically for a beginner puzzle game. Like, I'm not sure if it's considered to be bad, but it's too early on and it's designed for a different audience. Like, the weakest demo I played during this next fest has to be either Astroflux, which I pre-recorded, you'll see eventually. Astroflux, or Cultist Astronaut. Oh man. Not worth it down there. Where would I get a green key? Yeah, they weren't. For good reason, especially for cultists. Alright, yeah, okay then. Let's focus on the ones we covered on stream. Like, if we just focus on the ones covered on stream, then the weakest game was Chicken Journey. Wait, a pilot animatic was found? Interesting. Of course, knowing that series, maybe it was for the best. As Libra's neat, but as I said, well, the effects and gameplay are good. The graphics, they feel like they're a higher fidelity version of a Dojin game from the 2000s. Not bad, but noticeable. Also, the story is really confusing. Looks like they really want me to have explosives here. Hi, Starwolf. Welcome to the channel and stream. Glad you can make it here. If you have any levels you'd like to share, please leave the level ID in the chat. I'll be happy to cover it if we have time. Oh boy. I don't have charge shots. Oh, that was a terrible move on my part. To be fair, Stone Man's still rather easy. Snag his weapon and get out of here. Interesting. The weapon demonstration screen's more than 2 screens in length. Typically in these sorts of stages, if there's a weapon demonstration section, they're only 1 to 2 screens long. This one's 4. But it gets the job done. Oh yeah, I will also finish the editing for Double Shake because, wow, the second island has a bunch of alternate pathways. Like, you saw how many pathways there were on the first island, the second island puts it to shame. There are several points where it's getting confused what to do next. It's much more exploration based than I thought. Also, it has a secret at the end, which I won't tell you. I just picked a random selection to be fair, but hey, it's nice. Okay, and that stage, Stone Man, it was a decent one. It is supposed to be a traditional stage / fortress stage, and it was engaging. It actually tried varying up the challenges. It could be a bit shorter, but as it stands right now, it's fine. Second up is Etterville would never harm Vuis. He is a good guy. By your local vacuum. 13 plays and a score of 4. I see what you did there. Here we go. Oh boy. You can either harm Vuis to get the easy route, or not harm them and take the hard route. Or simply damage boost through them if you want. Oh. For those not in the know, the name Vui is what these enemies should be actually called. They were mistranslated in Mega Man 5 as V. Yes, literally the letter V. In reality, they were made off of... In reality, their name is supposed to be a pun of the name... Their name is supposed to be the pun of Buoy, but with V. Don't worry, you're fine. Nine Years of Shadows has smooth animation, but I need to see more gameplay. Also, options menu. Make sure to include options menus in your demos, folks. Not having them is a red flag. Especially in the big leagues. Excuse me? Excuse me. Sorry, I screwed up there. I'm not gonna harm that. That's why I reset. Consider that a fail condition. Sorry about that. As I was saying, the other nice thing about Night Witch is that it follows a group of middle-aged heroes. Like, they used to be magical girls, but it's been 14 years since, so they're a lot more experienced. Moreover, the power of friendship is a tangible thing, and portrayed a bit more realistically. Well, you gotta unsubscribe now. I'll try my best here, but I may nick one of them. Oh, I thought this was supposed to move. Darn. Still not. We'll have to take the 2 casualties. Gonna try there. Oh, There's no checkpoint either, so I have to... Well, it could be worse. At least something else was actively trying to shoot me. And in the case of Night Witches, it's middle-aged adults. It bucks the usual trend. Oh boy, 1 HP time. Oh no, seriously? Welp. If I took the E-Tank, I could have skipped that, but I'm afraid... Sorry, Vui number 3, but there's no choice. Mind you, all of these Vuis were savable if I got that E-Tank. A different take on the pacifist level, and for that, I give you a thumbs up. I like Mega Man 2, Starwolf. Number 3 up is Magma Mountain of Moderated Madness by Dr. Scene, 11 plays and a score of 3. And yes, I know it's pronounced Sean. My favorite demos are, of course, Gunbrella, Gravity Circuit, and probably Night Witches. And as Libra recently released, oh boy. That soon. Well, the demo is perfectly fine. It's just that it was a taste of power and some confusion of the story. But I found nothing wrong about the gameplay itself, so... Gotta love the easy button. That's nice to hear. Stay in there, please. Where the paths link up. Excuse me, I need to get that. Can't sneak in like that, I have to do it slowly. Or, of course, use this. And there we have it. Ah, Perfect Harmony. Now there's a game I haven't heard them mention that much. I would like to let's play the Perfect Harmony, but it's only really balanced for multiplayer. You can play it in single player, but you'll be in for a rough experience. Even then, it's not really... Up we go! Oh no. That was a terrible mistake. I didn't pay for it. Oh, GG's? They mean good game. This indicates that I succeeded at the end of a stage. Like, congrats, you won. 94% positivity? Exactly how many reviews did they get? I'm curious. I guess this is fine. I liked the added alliterative appeal, and it was engaging, it kept the flow going. Even if a stage is rather mediocre, if it keeps the player engaged, I won't be as harsh on it. There's some stages where they're both mediocre and nothing much happens, or it's really easy to zone off and just rely on muscle memory. Hey Patio. 117 reviews to say, that's a good sign. Okay then, I'll add it to my eventually to playlist. Alongside Gravity Circuit, Gunbrella, Ship of Fools, and 2 or 3 other games. Okay, you said you finished Yooka-Laylee in Impossible Lair. Did you do any percent, or did you do 100% run? Yeah, I can see why. I haven't actually played Country Returns or Tropical Freeze. I have played the first 3 DKC games, but from what I've heard, there was a bit of a shift in focus following Tree and Returns. So in that way, Impossible Lair feels like an alternate sequel. It's currently an honorable mention. More than Imp of the Sun? Darn. I understand there being more reviews compared to Curse Crackers because that's more niche, Game of Color, whatnot. But Imp of the Sun, for a Metroidvania with that art style and its PR, that's not a good sign. Of course, keep in mind though that Imp was also sold on other platforms, I think. So maybe the reviews were split between those platforms. I mean, 9 Years of Shadows is part of there, but I need to see a bit more. Its presentation is king, best of all the demos I played, but gameplay-wise, I need to see more. Sorry for being harsh, but let's just say I've been burned a bit too many times. It's not done anything wrong, other than the lack of an options menu, but I just need to see more. Board up is The Great Mountain by Pyro AU123, 20 plays, score of 8. Oof, 45 reviews only? I would have expected a bit more. Not as successful as I thought it was. Or it didn't make as big of a splash. Yeah, I saw a playable Proto Man. And from what I've gleaned, Proto Man's gonna have a massive upgrade. Specifically in the damage dealing front. Go away, crazy razies. I've had enough of your craziness for now. Not exactly a free tank, but not as difficult as I'd hope would be. Especially as this is technically the easier route too. Mega Man Beyond had... yeah, 2 demos. Of all the alternate takes on Proto Man, Beyond's was one of the best. Although there, he was kind of broken, especially with all the power-ups. I'm hoping that Revel Remix's take will also be nice. Granddad reboots also might do playlist of fan games. Epic Flintstones. This was okay. That's cool. Like I said, I wanted to see more spiritual successors to the quote-unquote Dreamcast era of Sonic 3D games. Especially Heroes. Like, I know there's spiritual successors to Adventure 1, Adventure 2, but I didn't really see any successors to Heroes other than Spark. Even Shadow, technically. We are back one moment. And I'm back, sorry about that. Fifth up is Maglev Metro DX by Atomic the Crow, with 23 plays and a score of 6. I played the original version of this maybe over 100 episodes ago, and that was a good stage. That's cool, Jin. Understood, Pixel Boy. Map screen, as always. The one issue I had with the original stage is that the starting parts were a bit too plain. I think this music pack I'm using is a combination of yours and someone else's. Well, that's cool. Eventually, we're gonna have to have a discussion of what qualifies as an expressive platformer. And how far does the genre go back, technically? Like Demon's Turf, Super Mario Sunshine, I think they'd qualify. Showing us where we are relative to the rest of the stage. I'll be looking forward to Spark 2, but as you know, I'm gonna play the fan game predecessors first, I think. You know, after the sequel, before the sequel, after the sequel, the time game, Spark, then Spark 2. And no, I'm not starting with Sonic 1. Enough people have LP'd that game, we don't need another millionth. Unless specifically a lot of people want me to play Sonic 1, then I'll consider otherwise. The same way with SMW, even though technically I will redo SMW due to a certain hack being playable now. Hey Kato Games, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yeah, already this is more dynamic than the first version. We're getting back into familiar territory, but this keeps the flow going better. Boss time. Yeah, Armstrong. One more. Thank you for cooperating, Sheepy. Now we get the section training us how to use the Thunder Whip. As well as an extra screen for the M-Tank. Although it really should be Knee Tank, but, you know, rant over. And this loops us back to the start, where you can now go to the left and actually finish the stage. I like this looping design. It helps show us the progression we made through the stage, and combined with the map, it's like a nice blast from the past showing how far we've progressed, how more powerful we've become. Same, Jaden. The presentation's great, but... presentation and story interesting, but... I need to see more. Okay, for a moment there I thought I was gonna fall into a dead pit. I'm gonna take the optional side route and get the mag. I mean, while he is kind of a coward. That's obvious by now. Oh boy, that's gonna be a problem. Ah. No deaths. Surprising. I mean, there have been some disappointments here on the channel, but no major ones. The worst key game we played, which we didn't do a demo of, I guess, was Witchcrafty, but I didn't exactly have high hopes for it in the first place. Awesome stage overall. Oh no, I didn't have... Did I even hit a checkpoint? Well, I do have the M-Tank, so it's not too scary. Bye. Well, one finger death punch? That's the closest thing. Like, looking at the assets, it looks kind of cheap, but with the actual gameplay loop, it's very satisfying. This is currently my favorite level of the episode. The original was my favorite level of that episode too, I believe, if I recall correctly. And this one improves upon it by making the introduction more interesting. Rest of the stage solidness holds true. Good job, Atomic. Stone Man Mountain Construction is now my honorable mention. The Wizard and the Slug is still eh. Oh, hello there, Luigi. Fancy seeing you here. Nice to see you again. Super Cable Boy is also pretty nice, but I was already expecting some nice things out of it. Whereas with One Finger Death Punch, it was a different situation. Like, I was expecting worse from it. That's why it's much more of a difference. Like, I expected Super Cable Boy to be an okay game, and it ended up being decent. Whereas I expected One Finger Death Punch to be a subpar game, but it ended up being a decent to almost good, so there's more of a gap there. He did, Sylveon. He did. The question is, would the Star Droids fit better in Battle Network, as in a Battle Network sequel series, or in Star Force? They are literally called the Star Droids, but they only interacted with the Mega Man Classic folks. And remember, we had Duo in Battle Network 4. I guess that would work. Maybe with a hypothetical Star Force 4. Story was... I wish there was more emphasis on the story. Like, the love story and main storyline between the wizard herself, her girlfriend, her family, that was nice. But everything else surrounding it felt kind of half-baked. Or tried to be humorous but didn't quite hit the mark. But as you know, humor is subjective. 6th up is Conveyor Belt Boss Blastman by Jetox74, 14 plays and a score of 6. Wow, okay. PlanetMan.exe rings a bell. Was that in the anime or in the games too? When I take my break, I'll check. Thank you for making yourself easier. It works. 7th up is the Conveyor Belt Boss for Bounce Man, 16 plays, score of 6. And you're right, Jethawk. In the Battle Network series, there is a PlanetMan.exe. Both in the anime and in the games. Oh boy, I'm not gonna risk it now. Yes, PlanetMan.exe appears in Battle Network 2 as the temporary leader of World Tree in World Tree Area Tree. The reason why I didn't remember him is because he's in a bonus area up there. Thank you, Lapatio. I'll try my best. I'll have to do it as Zero. Actually, no, I'll do it as Axel. I want the double jump. Perhaps, but it's also the case that Eterna Noctis was much longer, so I had more chances to be funny. And yeah, AN for the most part wasn't trying to be funny. Let's see, 9th up is Mega Man R Claymore Man by Dracon. 8 up is Mega Man R Claymore Man by Drake Onyx, 37 plays and a score of 14. Neat. I'm giving this to you, base. Okay, I'll play as X then. I don't have any weapons or pickups. Let's give this one to base. I don't really have a bot for that, but I have the links to the level queue in the description below. Both on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you, Ryan. I will cover your level right after this one. Into the Maw of the Beast we go. Well, he knows he can't die, Jaden. Might as well keep firing off wisecracks then. Hey Paul, I'll be able to actually in fact cover Mag's monster tonight, assuming there isn't a thunderstorm. Yep. I don't think he actually died, but he lost his immortality. So now he's basically living life in hard mode. Well, insane mode, never mind. Also, he can go hungry now, too. In fact, I'll be covering 2 JRPGs tonight. Well, assuming the second demo still works. Oh hey, Knight. One of the bosses where I wish I was playing as anyone else. Weapon demonstration, as always. I like how more stages have adopted this. Once Mega Man 11 and a few level packs did it, the rest fell in line. And I approve. As the stage itself, as the stage itself, it was, I don't know. I'm assuming this is you, Ryan. Ninth up is Dr. Wario's Fortress by Beanwagon. 14 plays and a score -1. As for custom NSS, maybe. I may shuffle back to the default one, but I will try shuffling NSFs around a bit more often. Cool. So this is Ryan. Freeze. Yeah, back to the demos. You didn't even get to see the end of Double Shake and how far the second aisle expands. Like, it's pretty exploration based. Way more than... Well... Actually, Tomba was fairly exploration based, wasn't it? Oh boy. But yeah, Double Shake, one of the favorite demos. It is. I don't want to play this with True X as that'll break the stage. As in, make it too easy. Klonoa's point A to point B, yes. But how about Mischief Makers and Tomba? Like, the name Double Shake comes directly from Mischief Makers. You know, Shake Shake. This stage? Okay. I mean, so far it is pretty solid. Stop and freeze, please. Like they said, Double Shake is basically a spiritual successor of Mischief Makers, Tomba, and Klonoa. But I need... Has anyone here ever played or seen Tomba? I'm assuming all the exploration elements, many of the exploration elements like switching the planes manually, come from Tomba. Well, I will cover Freedom Planet 1 before that. You know, to catch up on the story and whatnot. Also, I want to comment on the story and the public reception on it. Roger that. All I know about Tomba is that it was a PS1 3D platformer, 2.5D. You want me to cover Sonic Heroes? I still kind of like Maglev Metro more. But this is still very solid. Like, I'd mark this as being my honorable mention now. Also like how windy it is. Well, we'll see. Oh, stage isn't over yet. Neat. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The first, it's mainly due to the objectives. Basically, it suffers from the same issue. Some of the later levels suffer from the same issue as Shadow the Hedgehog does. Specifically that, in order to complete some of the later missions or stages, you have to complete 100% of the objective. The problem is, completing 100% of the objective isn't necessarily trivial. So, you can end up having to replay stages a few times to figure out where the ending is. Yeah. If I ever play Shadow, I'm gonna play it with that mod. Specifically the fixed mod. That way the game will become far less frustrating. Gonna wait it out. I learned this lesson the hard way hundreds of times by now. Whoa, lag. Whoa. Why is this lagging suddenly? It's not even like the CPU usage is that high. Oh well, at least 1.8 will fix those issues. Some of them. Don't worry, in the fixed mod, which I'm referring to, you won't have to collect all the artificial chaoses anyways. They fixed that. Well, there's ice physics, me complaining about spike hitboxes, me dreading spikes, fans. I used to make jokes about the loading time, but those have been mostly resolved. Also, Cutman tiles. Whoa, longest stage of this episode, but it does vary things up enough. Although, it kind of feels like 2 stages now, just heavily conjoined together. Like 2 Fortress stages together. Oh, hi there. Please, no spikes. Oh. Wow, how nice of you, no spikes. Yeah, this is more like Warrior's Castle, to be honest. Yep, Sylveon, blow up the plane. I guess you're Wario? No, wait, you may be Wario's guard. Never mind. I see the door. You know the spearman that you fight in the Wario World games? The Wario Land games, sorry. This is them. Or Waluigi, that works too. Nice one. We thought we were going straight up, but nope. Thank goodness this doesn't have Yoku spikes. Wait a second. If only I had the Scramble Thunder, I could probably cheese this. Not that it's really necessary, seeing this is here. Alright, we're back. Wasn't that long of a detour. The minor stutter is causing some issues. Quick question. How far are we from the end? This stage doesn't really have a map screen, so I don't really have a good gauge on when we're reaching the end. It could be worse. We played longer stages which have been half as enjoyable than this. We've played shorter stages which have been half as enjoyable as this. And of course, this is Wario, so they plastered all their symbols here. If anything, they would do it even more. And that's also why there's so much gold here. Don't know what this song is. Okay, so we made it to the castle, now we're in the basement. We're eventually going to put there. Like I said, Vacuum, a combination of your pack and someone else's. Yeah, why are you cheaped out in the basement again? That's why there's no gold here. No, let me out. I thought I didn't clip it. You two. Waluigi and... what are you standing for? Oh, Lisa. This is it, the tower climb. I'm gonna hazard a guess and assume that Concrete Man is the stand-in for Wario. Oh, Bounce Man flashbacks. Absent of enemies. The last crony. You okay there, Bounce Man? Now it's Wario time. Oh, I thought it'd be Concrete Man, really. Like, he seems like the better fit replacement of Wario. Round 2 is me. Final round. You know, like Mario Land 2. We found him 3 times. Oh, I don't... Oh, no. I don't have an E-Tank. I thought I had one. Oh my goodness. I thought I had a backup, but in reality, I didn't. Yet, I still persevered. Oh boy. This was... Yeah, when they said it's a fortress, they weren't kidding. This is 3 or 4 levels back to back, and they're somewhat entangled with each other to keep the progression going. Like, this could easily be breaking up into 3 or 4 different stages, but on one go. Well, this is now our castle. Like your stages from previous weeks indeed, especially with Random Wally Stage 3. Although here it feels like it's more tightly glued together, so to speak. I liked it, but ooh. It's more of an endurance stage when you think about it. Thing is though, not too difficult, and it did vary up the challenges, although maybe not as much as I'd like. Like for a stage this length, for a level of this length, I think it would be better if there were different gimmicks added at the after the halfway point. So my favorite level is still going to be Maglev Metro DX. Nonetheless, decent work, Ryan. I enjoyed your stage. Like this would be my... Of all the levels, I'd say this is one of the most memorable this week. Up there with the Vui stage. Alright, I'll be right back in about 5 minutes or less. And I have returned and have swapped over to 1.5.3 of Mega Maker X. And yep, that was the music tracks to the first 3 stages from Life Force or Salamander, the NES version. Yeah, I'm also happy to see Europa as an mute protagonist, although, you know. So, let's move on. Yeah, good, we're good. 10th up is Yellow Devil Creepypasta by Oscarm, 18 plays and a score of 2. Even Utora was only semi-silent, and the reason why she was silent was for a plot reason. Unlike in most games where it's unexplained, or it's assumed that your character speaks but you don't hear them. I don't mind silent protagonists, assuming that it's done well. Or Cutman? Fire? Oh, wait a minute, is that in reality Yellow Devil Slime? Imagine if you could shoot down the fire. Power lines are on fire. Why? Why can't you... save us? I misread it as save us. I'm gonna kill you something. Will this work or will it glitch out? Oh no. Welp. SMH. I don't know if that's intended, but if it was, brilliant. Moon scars will probably last you longer, but I will warn you, it is rather difficult. Like, Itora is designed for a not as experienced audience, but Moon Scars is designed for someone who's already experienced in these 2D combat-heavy games. Like, it's almost or outright a Souls-like, so be careful. One sec. And we're back. I'll count that as a success. Just be on your guard. Alright, I've been putting this off for a week. 11th up is Mega Man X Alpha Bandoff Fortress 3 by Lepadio. 31 plays and a score of 3. If I can't win this, well, I'll say when I actually start the stage. If I can't win this stage, I'm gonna switch to the easy version. If I can't win this stage here, I'm gonna switch to the easy version. One more. As I was saying, if I can't win in this version, I'm gonna swap to the easy version. Also, this background is rather distracting, especially I didn't notice there was a ladder on the right and left. What does this give me? Oh, it's the power adapter. What does this give me? Oh, it's the Giga Crush, isn't it? What's the special button? Oh no, it's a separate button entirely. Hang on a sec, I need to rebind it. It's not bound to my controller at all. Oops. One sec, I need to reset the stage. Yeah, the problem is because we switched versions, that button didn't actually get bound to my controller, so I had to press something on my keyboard. One sec, I need to fix that. What? Okay, we're out of this. And what happened was, when I switched the version to the latest one, I never actually bound any controller input to special, so the only way to use the hover is to use the keyboard. But now that I bound it to the keyboard, but now that I bound it to the controller, it's working. Alright, let's do it correctly. 11th up is Mega Man X Alpha, Bend Off Fortress 3. 30 to play, score of 3. It's supposed to be bound to something by default, but I think something broke with the configuration. Alrighty, 4 times the charm. If I can't win this version, I'm switching to the easy mode version. Okay, flight's working. Beautiful. And flight's available on the second armor. This should hopefully make my life a whole lot easier. Well, I didn't get the dash ready. Speaking of which... What? Why isn't it... That was strange. Like, why can't I use it up here? Oh, you actually have to do a full jump, then you can use it. That's really strange. Once again with the distracting background. Please, for sections like this, pick a different background. It's hard to tell what's going on here. And there's no checkpoint here, of course. Like, this would be more appropriate for the boss rush stage, but when you have to do platforming like this, please no. It's too busy and hard to see things. It worked better in the PS1 game because platforming wasn't this precise. And my dash didn't work. Yeah, already not off to a good start. Yes, I know they had some creative screens, but they only really saved this for the final stage, and they toned it down for some of the more difficult jumps. So in the future, please fix this. This screen is a pretty big offender of this. Too much happening. Good checkpoint. Still don't like the first section. Not due to the challenges themselves, mind you, but the background. This is a lot better. What? There's a short delay before that activates. Goody. Oh, yeah, spikes. I thought it was a short platform until the last moment. That was more on me. Yep, they always start with one straightforward screen, usually for picking up weapons or tanks. Although tanks really won't be that handy here for now because most of the danger is instant death. Ah. We made it. Hello? Can you let fire? Yeah, I'm dead. Thanks, game. I wanna say I don't have E-Tanks either. That's on me. I still think the first section of the stage is the worst part. Remove the background. Do anything to change the background, please. It just makes it more difficult than it should be. If anything, why doesn't this section have that background? It doesn't require as tight movement. Honestly, when you said I had the hover the patio, I thought it was gonna be much better, but I think I'd rather have the double jump. Move, game? Yeah, now you decide not to move. This is why I much prefer the Megamix engine, folks. Kinda wish there was a checkpoint here, to be honest. After all the difficulty. What is it? Oh, it's the switches, isn't it? Why can't you change faster, game? Are you that... Are you kidding? What happened to the checkpoint, folks? I turn on Noctis, this is not. As much as it can get frustrating and I turn on Noctis sometimes, this is more frustrating because of how spikes work. I was grasping onto the wall too, game. I don't want to do this. If the game doesn't want me to work, I'm not going to play by its rules. It's not fun, basically. And I don't want to switch to the easy version because all I want is more checkpoints. That's it. Despite Eterna Noctis being filled with tons of spikes everywhere, especially in the late game, the fact that they only deal 1 damage and send you back to the latest solid ground, and there being frequent checkpoints, means that the entire experience is far less frustrating. Also, the only issue there is really the air dash. This is turning into Wings of V hard mode. How far close or far was I? Oh, of course, there's a checkpoint right over there. Not where I put it, though. I put it around here, probably, or after that. Because, yikes, too much instant death. Okay, delete the enemy there. Weapon capsule. And they still haven't fixed the bug with the map overlapping. I don't get these devs. Oh, the music. Yeah, the music's an issue. Let me fix that. And we're back. This is why I say the stage for this week, because I knew this is going to be frustrating. But not for the reasons I expected. First section was due to bad background. I keep harping on it because too many people make the same mistake, especially for Kaizo levels. Or almost Kaizo. I see, I have to jump off of there. Sigma. I wish MHX continued. Wall kicking is more of a janky interaction, so I'll be more forgiving, but other things like movement not working as well, that's on the engine. As much as I criticize Unlimited, I didn't have these many issues there. Why is... I don't understand why this is so hard to use properly. See? Just keeps jumping. Let me see this. Okay, apparently it was a janky interaction with the controller and something else. Now it works properly 100% of the time. Again, I don't blame the engine for this, or even the mod. Like with wall kicking, yeah, it's a mod janky interaction, not gonna blame the base engine. Same with the jetpack. But everything else around controls, I'm gonna blame the engine. Yeah, the amount of effort this stage expects from you is pretty high. Like, if I were to label this in difficulty-wise, I'd label this as being a very hard stage by the patio. Like seriously, this jump... Yeah, I kinda miss the difficulty designations from the patio, because they're also a decent gauge of how much preparation you need. Like most of this pack I'd label as being normal hard, or hard, but now this is very hard. Jet adapter. I can't believe this is actually the easier way of doing this. Yeah, I ease up on that a bit. If I get caught there, I'm dead. We'll stop. Also, if I don't rush forwards there, I'm dead too. Because they follow a global timer. I just don't like these sorts of challenges. Like, this has gone full-on Dai Kaizo to Kaizo. me that block was one lower. Well, at least I can do stuff like this. Ah, thank you, Jank. That pushed me forwards enough. Ah, we're back here after what felt way more difficult than it should be. Well, that one spot, of course. Stay in the line. I couldn't see that. Thanks. So suffering from the issue where there's one thing not even in the end, which is difficult. I really could use a wish light right now. I wish to get out of this place. This is just getting even more punishing. As if we already had enough instant death. Like I said, very hard, died Kaizo or Kaizo. I really wish I had more experience with the X mod and the wall kicking before I jumped directly into the patio, because this is the patio tier difficulty. Also, air dashing. Also, again, I don't think this was a good idea to have hovering. I don't think it really helps more than just double jumping. Fundamentally, for this sort of stage, double jumping is more handy. I don't think you understood the challenges you set here, and how they would interact better with the armors. Like, if there was an escape sequence, sure, but for precision like this... Oh... What? Let's see how this goes. Oh... Okay, I'll just place Mega here. This is going way above my skill level. This, on the other hand, what happened here? This is a significant difficulty fall. It's like an act of mercy or an act of denouement. This is even easier than the first section, to be honest, in some ways. Like, overall, this third section is harder than the second, which is harder than the first, but I'd reorder some of the individual challenges. And please add more checkpoints, at least one in the first section and one in the second section. Third section has to do with how tight it is, and gosh. Only recommend this to people who are really skilled. As usual, the boss is going to be much easier than the stage itself. This is Lepadius' thing, they have level dissonance. That's one down. What could he be weak to? Fire? This? What? What is he weak to then? This? Okay, I was trying to figure out what thing could actually pierce through the wall. But compared to the rest of the stage, this is a breath of fresh air. I know it looks cluttered, but after everything I went through, I'd rather have this. It's over, folks. We're out of here. I had to use the level editor because of the lack of a checkpoint and that one section being too tough for me, so I'm gonna mark this as not really complete. Sorry, this stage beat me. By this point, I need easier versions because I simply can't get through this section without spending another 20 minutes on it. Like pseudo GG. Alrighty then. It's been about 2 hours. I think this is a good time to end off the stream. Let's pick some music and listen. Alrighty then. Of the 11 levels I covered in today's stream, my favorite one would definitely be Maglev Metro DX by Atomic the Crow, with an honorable mention going to Mega Man Y's Legacy Stone Man Mountain Construction by Nitro Maker. Good job, you two, and thank you to everyone else who submitted the levels to me. Really appreciate it. And once again, my apologies Lepadio for all the ranting. This level is outside my skill level. This is designed for Dai Kaizo to Kaizo players. Sorry. That's whom I'd only recommend it to. Although I still say please replace the background in the first section. Too distracting. Alrighty then. Let's see how this goes. With all that said and done, it is time for the art showcase. Mega Man 2 intro screen at daytime. Building looks a bit too bright though, it's like it looks a bit iced over. Other than that, good. Secret. Aw. Mega Man sees RMs. For a first pass, looks fine, but looks a bit rough. Also, some of the arms look a bit wide. I remember them. Still, for a first pass, nice. I don't know about you. I don't know if tick would be the best way of saying it, but chonk, yeah, that's the funniest. You win this round, Sylveon. The one mistake I made during Eterna Noctis was not going down the arrows tree earlier, because I had the heat-seeking arrows and triple arrows since space, and that would have solved many of my issues with some of the combat scenarios. He almost looks like a Kingdom Hearts character. And now that they actually buffed the arrows tree and especially the healing tree, much better bouncing. Whoa, a creepier take on Metal Overlord. But sadly, he doesn't have the superpower of teamwork. Mood. Ah. Mishbish. Who's the artist of the first piece, by the way? Try using Tin Eye. When you want to reverse search an image, try using Tin Eye. Or Google reverse image search. Don't use Google Lens. Okay, I'll see just 1553 in that one. If you can't find it there, then, let me know. Because I really want to give the artist credits. Also, I don't want to be accused of stealing them or posting without accreditation. Remember folks, if you want to share artists' works, they'd really appreciate if you actually say who the artist is. Neat. Concerned guys. Okay, I'll see the four of them. Ben Wolf. Ooh. Nair. Cheryl. Frankenstrike. Vampire 1. And that one. in the distance. Knowing the series, that castle will crash into the ground in the next few minutes, or the building would ascend to the heavens. Alright, I'll wait to see what they're done, see what they're saying, and then I'll end this off. Alright then, while we wait. In any case, thank you to everyone who either submitted levels, posted art, especially their own, or simply participated in chat. It's due to your continued support why I continue to produce content for the channel. I keep saying it and I'll say it again, it's really appreciated. So, if you're enjoying this or any other piece of content on the channel, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help it out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join our Discord server, as we regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play or stream. I'll see you all in memes in a few minutes. Maybe.